Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Anastasia. Welcome everybody. Today I will be working with gemmer balloons. I will be working with some color, and lately I've been so inspired by colorful color palettes, by bright colors, that I cannot wait to show you what I got in my future videos. Stay tuned. For today's video, I will leave all the links and all the websites in the description under the video. Go ahead and check it out. Also, don't forget to check out my Amazon storefront where I list all of my products that I use for all of my videos. Without any further ado, let's go. For some reason, I honestly thought that I will be working with gemmer balloons, but instead we are working with Sempertex. I have no idea what I was thinking and why I was thinking that. And instead, I only have one color in gemmer. So colors are baby blue, fashion yellow, fashion green, and fashion lilac balloons. Sizes are 5, 11, 18. And some of the foil butterflies balloons from Qualitix. I am still waiting on other butterflies to come, and this is what I'm working with. Let's start. Time to inflate my balloons. I am still using my electric balloon pump. This is a Zoom. I will link it in the description under this video. Inflation of the balloons and how I create clusters of balloons haven't changed in the course of a few years. I'm still doing this the same way. I will be inflating one color at a time. I am not mixing all the colors together. So here's what I'm doing. I am grabbing two 11-inch balloons and inflating them into different sizes. Into something like this. This one's a little bit bigger, smaller. This next step is totally up to you. If you like your balloons to be rounded, then press them against the table. If you will overinflate your balloons, then pressing over the table or over yourself or on the floor will not help round your balloons. If it's not helping the pressing, then let some air out and then press, and you'll see the difference. So now I am grabbing two balloons and tying them into a pair as close as possible together, because we will need these necks later on in construction of our balloon install. So here's one. Let me inflate a few more. Pairs are ready. Now let's combine them into a cluster. I have 3 pairs of balloons, so 3 pairs of balloons will give me smaller cluster of balloons. If you want something more voluminous, then add one more pair into these 3 pairs and you will have a bigger cluster of balloons. Bigger clusters of balloons will give you more volume from the start. You can achieve more volume later on by adding extra clusters and quads by attaching them on top of the base. But right now, I am showing you how to create a smaller cluster. I am crisscrossing my balloons and literally intertwining them together as tight as possible, or not as tight as possible, but as many times as needed to really lock balloons together. Grabbing a third pair and doing exactly what I just did, intertwining everything together nice and tight over different balloons to make sure that all of your pairs of balloons will be nicely locked together and wired together. And if you would look in the middle, I'll scooch you closer in a little bit. If you look in the middle, that knot with all the balloons looks nice and tight, and none of the pairs of balloons are pulling away from that main knot of balloons. If you see that some of your pairs are pulling away from the main knot, that means that your whole structure won't be as tight as you would like the base to be. Here is how the middle of my cluster looks. As you can see, this main knot is nicely tangled together and none of the pairs of balloons are pulling away, and you don't see any of the separations of the balloons. So looks good. Let's inflate the rest. With this setup, I really want to use a whole bunch of butterflies, and I don't know if that's going to be the case. I bought 4 packs of butterflies from Amazon. In each pack, they have 24 butterflies. exactly what I needed with colors that I will be using in my latex balloons. Here's the thing, you guys. I inflated one pack, and out of that 24 amount of butterflies, only 2 stayed inflated. The other butterflies just deflated at their holes, so I can't really fix them. Now I am inflating second pack, and I inflated 2 butterflies already, and already those 2 butterflies are deflating. So either I got a terrible batch, horrible batch quality, or these balloons are all like this. I don't know. I am not inflating them too much. I am trying to keep them soft to the touch, but enough to hold the shape. So let's see, let's put this one on a table and see if it will deflate on me. For this next step, I am using Legenda inflator because I want to inflate my 5-inch balloons into even balloons. So I don't want them to be different sizes. So that's why I have a timer here on 1.2. I feel like this will be the perfect size for my 5-inch balloons. So inflating my balloons, tying them into a pair, inflating a few more of these. Pairs are ready. Now just combine them together into fourths, into quads. To make mini balloon garlands out of 5-inch quads, I am grabbing my 260 balloon and tying one end of it to one of the quads. Just like that. Grabbing another quad and putting right on top, stretching my 260 and going over balloons on my newly placed quad, grabbing another quad right on top, and now again stretching 260, going over the balloons of newly placed quad, going back to the older quad, newer balloons, older balloons, and coming back to the top. This way you will have a very nice and tight mini balloon garland out of 5-inch balloons. So keep repeating that until you'll be happy with the size of your garland. I have 5 quads in this mini balloon garland, so all I do is I am stretching my 260 and simply wrapping it to lock the 260 and letting go. Repeating the same process with other 5-inch balloons. Let's construct the base of our balloon garland. So here's what I am doing. I'm doing exactly what I've been doing for so long now. I am fishing for those necks in my clusters, grabbing another color, grabbing a neck from there as well, and simply stretch those necks and tie the necks of balloons together to connect them. And here we have the beginning of the base of our garland. So I will be working with every single color, I think. That's what I'm thinking. We'll see. Let's construct the base even longer. I am done constructing my base. I think we have enough length to start working with constructing our setup. And these are the arches that I want to work with today. I always had this idea of kind of turning my frames, my arches a little bit sideways so they would face forward but face away as well. I want to put my balloons through the arches and take it all the way to the ceiling. You guys, don't ask me for a website or for the link where I got these frames. They are terrible. Terrible is understatement. They are cheap. They already broke. I didn't use them a lot. The screws don't hold my pipes, my metal together any longer. So don't even think asking me about where I got these frames. So let's connect my balloons with the frames. now it's a creative part for me. I'll be grabbing extra clusters of balloons. I will be grabbing necks of balloons. I'll be attaching and filling in spaces, elongating my balloon garland, and just create beautiful things. So let's go, let's fill it in. Attach this part of my balloon garland. I will be using a command hook, but first, before I'll put my command hook on the ceiling, I am using a little piece of painter's tape just to give hopefully an extra layer of protection to my ceiling. After trying this, I don't recommend repeating what I just did. I was removing painter's tape from my ceiling, and painter's tape left sticky spots. Painter's tape won't leave sticky spots on walls. Why? Because wall paint is different from ceiling paint. Pause from filling in my garland. This is the pile of butterflies that I inflated yesterday. They were all the way up to like over here. Now this pile came down to only 7. You guys, they are deflating right in front of my eyes. This is not a good quality pile of balloons whatsoever. I do still have 2 more packs of these butterflies, but get this, 42 out of 48 balloons deflated on me. So that means I only have 7 out of 48, which is crazy. A lot of thinking, I think I will take 2 smaller 5-inch garlands and I will combine them into something bigger. That way I can shape them better. I can play around with how I want to bend them and how many balloons in one spot I want to keep, and the rest elongate. It will all make sense a little bit later. So what I'm doing is I am grabbing that 260 that I used to construct this little garland and literally connect this one to another balloon garland, and voila, big mini balloon garland. Guys, by the way, I am attaching my 5-inch balloon garlands with rubber bands. I am simply attaching them from one end and the other end. The finishing touches that I want to put on this setup are these beautiful vines of green. I added one over here and it looks stunning. It reminds me kind of like a forest, outdoors, and it looks awesome. And I might incorporate these beautiful fuchsia flowers for a pop of color. We'll see how that's going to look. So let's add these. I will be simply pushing these vines. I'll be bending the end of these vines and I'll be pushing them between my balloons and weaving them through the balloons. This is it, you guys. This is what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful and inspiring. If it was, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. They always help more than you think. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below for more videos. If any of you have any additional questions, please leave them in the comment section below and I will try my best to help you out to the best of my abilities. Alrighty guys, I hope you'll have a wonderful day and I will see you back very soon. Bye!